Good morning, everyone. My name is Jedidiah Shannon as one of the representatives of IPEKA Sunter in the National Student Debate Competition with the first motion of this House believes that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessity. The current situation right now is scholarships are only granted to the people who deserve or earn them. By this, the kid has to take some tests and then the school will see how much scholarship percentage the kid deserves. But what about the poor people? School is a very, very important actor in a child's growth. School teaches you the base of education that is further needed in university and also at the workplace. This means that school is very essential if you want to be able to earn money, to pay for food, to pay for taxes, to pay for clothes, shelter, and so on, to survive life, basically. School does not only teach you about education, but it also teaches you an important life lesson. For example, how to manage your time between assignments and homeworks and how much time you need to study for a test the next day or a pop quiz. It also teaches you about the kids' social skills because school is filled with people and the kid then has to engage themselves with other people to, for example, do some homework together or to do a group project together and so on. This teaches the kid how to socialize, which then is needed in their workplace if they need to socialize with other co-workers for a group project that the boss assigned for them. And the time management skills for the student to then manage their time between house life and their assignment and work and so on. School also has certain clubs for the kid to enter, for them to experience and explore more about their talents and their other skills, like for example a singing club or drama club or a film club or a debate club, perhaps a Japanese club, and so on. This would teach the child to explore more about themselves and to learn more of how they're able to do certain things, like how they're able to have confidence in speaking to other people for public speaking, or how they're able to develop their talent, for example, sports, for basketball, for soccer, for singing, for dancing, and so on. Moving on, it is not fair that you have to pay your way to survive in life. The reality is school is only for those who can afford it, and we should not let this keep on going, because we should let the poor people have a chance in a good life that everyone deserves to have. Let the poor people be able to be successful and financially stable in life, and this can only be obtained if we let the poor people have a chance in education, so the poor people can learn about school, about education, and how they're able to manage their way in life, because school is the foundation of adulthood. It teaches you basis, especially in elementary school, and in high school it teaches you the base of university. And the reality is, without the certificate of high school, you can't really go to university, and without the university certificate, you can't really get a good job. Without getting a good job, you can't really earn money to pay for food, shelter, taxes, and with that, it will just create another cycle of poor people, and for people who aren't financially stable, and for people who, quote unquote, aren't really that blessed in life, and they aren't really, sorry to say, but they aren't really a blessing in the society. It's not really a good actor in society, because poor people right now, they're not really helping in the country's economics, and they aren't really helping in any certain way. They're basically, quote unquote, in the way for other people to get a good life. So we have to break the stigma, we have to break the cycle of the poor people cycle, the people who aren't really helping other people and helping the country become a better country. So we have to help them obtain a better education. And we should let people have freedom to choose what kind of school they want their child or themselves to go to. There may be schools that give free education, like national schools, government schools, but this does not guarantee the school's quality. Education-wise, character growth-wise, what if there are some teachings the school teaches the child that the parents don't really agree with, or maybe some things that the teacher does to the child that the parents don't really agree with. This is why the parents should be able to choose which school to go to, not just nationals. We should let the parents choose if the child is able to go to private schools, and with that we can have the child have a good foundation for school, like foundation at school, so that they can go to a good university. We have that, we can let the child hold on to that. Moving on, we must also ease the burden of the people, especially like the poor people, because some poor people can't even afford food, and they can't even survive life. They're basically on the edge. Not to mention, if we burden them with school, with having to pay for school. That's why we must help ease the burden of the parents and help the child obtain a good education. This way, we can help ease the parents' thoughts of if the child is able to get a good life, because every parent would always want to have the child to have a good life. That's why we have to help the parents help the child have a good life, have a good education. We also help the parents in a way that we can just ease their burden. Like if the child obtains a good education, there's a chance that the child can help their parents, like maybe make a business, or in any way we can, or in any way the child can, to help the parents get more money. So the child can also help the parents financially, and that's why we have to also help the people by easing their burden. That is all I can share for you today. Thank you.